One of the most pervasive issues in our culture today is the issue of apathy towards spiritual things. And it's a huge hindrance to those who are looking to share the gospel with their friends and loved ones. Now, apathy just simply means the lack of care or concern about something. And when somebody has a question or objection about the gospel, well, that's something that you can address. You can walk them through that question or objection. But what do you do when somebody says, I just don't care about things related to God? I just don't care about the gospel. I don't care about the fact that you're saying I'm going to hell. It just doesn't bother me at all. That becomes a lot tougher. And I have a couple ideas. One main one that I think is going to be helpful to you. And that is when somebody is telling you that they just don't really care about the things of God. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't care about anything. They have a source of joy. They have a source of fulfillment and contentment. And we have an opportunity to find out what that is. So when someone responds to you as you're talking to them about spiritual things, this idea that they don't care, dig a little deeper and find out where is it that they find their sense of joy, contentment, or fulfillment. Is it in a career, or is it in their family, or is it in a relationship? Is it in their lifestyle? Is it in finances? Wherever it is, there's going to be some things that are always going to be true about that source. And that is, it's not going to last. You know, one of the joys of being a follower of Christ is knowing that the only things that can be taken away from us are things that we're going to lose anyway. And Jesus cannot be taken away from us. He has the power and the permanence of all eternity. And that's our source of joy. And when we are able to see where their source of joy is, we can begin to show them that it lacks that power. It lacks that permanence. It eventually is going to go away. Careers end. Families, unfortunately, are made of people which pass away. Finances, they come and go. Whatever it is, if it's found in this world, it will come to an end. And we have the opportunity to help them see that and then turn that part of the conversation then toward the gospel to show that where we find power, where we find permanence, where we find joy is in an eternal source that never ends. And that can open a great opportunity to transition to the gospel. So think about that next time, or maybe for the first time, if you're talking to somebody and they show no interest in spiritual things, they just don't really care or find meaning and in spiritual things, find out where they do find that meaning. Find out where they do find that joy and contentment, and give them or challenge them to see that it will eventually come to an end, and then use that to show that you actually have a source of joy that does not, and then use that to transition to the gospel so you can introduce them to the power and permanence of Jesus Christ.